Now we want to turn to this explosive reaction to Mackenzie Phillips and her story about a decade-long affair with her own father, rock legend John Phillips. The allegation has stirred up a huge controversy, of course, and also many larger questions about sexual abuse and how to confront it. ABC's Juju Chang is here. She's following the story for us. Good morning, Juju.
Good morning, Chris. You could call it the Mackenzie effect. Crisis counselors say whenever a high-profile person talks openly about any kind of sexual abuse, despite the controversy, it gives courage to others who want to seek help. And coming forward, say these counselors, is often the toughest part of recovery.
I know that I can't be the only one this has happened to. Nobody's talking about this. And someone needs to put a face on not only non-consensual incest, but consensual incest.
Mackenzie Phillips's candid confessions about her alleged sexual relationship with her father, John of the 60s band The Mamas and the Papas, forced an uncomfortable issue into the light of day. The Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network, or RAIN, averages 2,800 hotline calls a week. After Phillips's story went public, that number went up 26%. Their web traffic shot up 83%. Much of the reaction has been she should have known better in her 20s, but many experts believe children of any age are incapable of consent because of the inherent power a father has over a daughter. It took Tiffani Wampler 7 years to confront her abuser, her father. The sexual abuse started when she was 12 and continued for 5 years.
By no means is it consensual. I was never once for it. I never wanted it. However, there is once again that control and the power that makes you feel like this is something that's normal, this is what we do.
She married right out of high school, and the abuse stopped until she was alone with her father for dinner one night.
Suddenly, it wasn't just about me. My parents divorced, and then it was like, okay, he can remarry. He's going to move. There could be children in the neighborhood.
Finally, she sought help. And now her father, Tiffani Simer, is serving 15 years for aggravated sexual assault of a child. He's come up for parole twice, and each time, Tiffani has been there to fight it. She didn't always have her family's support, which experts say is common in cases of incest.
There was those family members who wanted to sweep it under the rug. There's his family who I no longer even speak with because they're in such denial or disbelief.
Two of John Phillips's ex-wives, Mackenzie's stepmothers, deny her claims. Michelle Phillips was quoted as saying she did celebrity rehab and now she writes a book. The whole thing is timed. But China Phillips said she believes her stepsister, telling Us Weekly when Mackenzie told her back in 1997, the news sent her into a deep sadness and depression. A part of me died when I found out.
Writing this book is, I wanted to earn the right to speak about forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't for the other person. It's not to give the other person peace. Forgiveness is for you.
Today, Tiffani is happily married to a man she describes as her rock. She's in therapy and healing slowly.
We've been there. It's so hard. The pain is unimaginable. It's important that you go through the process and heal.
And you should know Tiffani Wampler now gives talks for the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network to help others. Counselors for RAIN say that anyone trying to find help should start by telling someone safe that you trust and to reach out to organizations that can provide all sorts of resources, counseling, and a game plan to confront the abuse. And of course, even if the abuse is over, there is so much shame and guilt and fear surrounding sexual abuse that you need help.
I mean, I think that's the takeaway, right? Other than the sensationalism surrounding Mackenzie's story, is that it may turn your stomach, but this happens. And it's one of the things that you would never want to talk about, right?
Absolutely. So a lot of the public reaction has been, oh, it's too much information. It's sullying the legacy of an entire family. Why should she speak out? And yet these counselors say that by speaking out and airing it in the broad daylight is the best way to start healing.
Juju, thank you for the story. You can get more information on where to find help. Go to abcnews.com.